This is the best show. I mean, off air, obviously. I'm sure people at home aren't enjoying it as much as we are, but Carl is continuing his, what do they call this? A screen test. Yeah, that was let down by Radiohead. Carl, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I just think it's not right, really, is it? I'm trying to do a job whilst trying to get another job.
Yeah, but a lot of your presenters are on MTV now.
Yeah, but
all of them have got Zayn in their name, but you know.
Yeah, it's not really right, is it?
Go on.
But, right, so
you better get that on here. Karl Zane Pilkington.
Educating Ricky, will we carry on?
Yeah.
Right, you've got left. Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. And will it like fellas or will it like women?
Well, you said wool before.
Yeah, will it.
Go on then, I've wool it.
Right, now this is similar to the one you were talking about before, right? They found out that,
yeah.
Scientists.
Oh yeah.
I've found out.
17th century?
That, like now, 1 in 10 rams are gay.
1 in 10 rams are gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like, wool it. That's how I could get that in. They got a load of gay and straight rams.
Right.
They worked out which were which first. They said, right, that bunch there is a gay bunch.
They looked better, they just had more pride in their appearance.
And the other ones, you know, the straight ones, and then they gave them to this scientist and said, right, go on, do what you got to do. And they took the brains out of all of them.
Just to check.
And they did tests on the brain, and it worked out that they've got something smaller in the brain. The gay ones have got something in the brain that makes it smaller. And they said, right, well, that's probably how it's going to work on males. On like males and females and like humans.
So you took from this that gays have smaller brains than straight people?
No, there's something in the brain.
Right,
so if someone's saying, you know, oh, I'm a gay, or they're not sure or whatever, they will now be able to find out.
So you can go to the doctor and to find out if you're straight or gay.
Is there any gay in my brain? Let's have a look. You've got a little bit of a gay in you, yes, a little bit of gay in there. Yes, you've got the, you've got a little bent cell there.
Well, that's why they did it, anyway.
I don't understand how they could differentiate which were straight and which were gay to begin with, before they then gave it to the scientist. Wasn't that what the scientists figured out? How could they tell?
There's one theory that it's genetically determined. There is one. There is a theory that's genetically determined, but I don't think it's as easy as pulling a sheep's brain apart and finding a little pink sort of like blob in there, going, right, we've taken the guy out, and now he's going to go and shag some ewes. I don't think it's that straightforward. Although homosexuality does occur at a similar sort of rate in animals, I think. Yeah. So you knew that, didn't you?
So that's that one. I mean,
I just like the idea of a farmer figuring out which is straight and gay. Well, that was wearing quite a camp-looking neckerchief. So I'm thinking maybe he's gay.
Is that? Yeah. I love the fact they can.
That was a big fan of Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Yeah. They put on ABBA and see which ones dance. Exactly. That's how they.
Which one? Yeah. Put on like Barbara Streisand and see which ones sing along.
It is rubbish. What did I find out?
Did you just say that is rubbish?
No, I found out other stuff in the week that didn't make the top 3.
Wow. We haven't even had
this must be mediocre stuff. This must be really bad.
Yeah. Or it might be dubious. Go on.
There's a woman in Ireland who has been with a fella for 11 years.
Yeah.
She always saying to him, you know, when are we going to get married and that? And he's like, oh, we don't need to. You know, we're happy and that. Do you know, like I am with Suzanne, it's like, there's no point, really. Unless you have a kid, I don't think you need to, do you?
Right.
So, he was like, we'll do it in time and all that. Anyway, he comes home from work one day. He says, oh, go on then, we'll get married. She was so shocked, her hair fell out.
Did you get that? Wow.
So
that's extraordinary.
And what did he say? Oh, I'm not marrying you, Baldy.
Yeah. Well,
she was so shocked her hair fell out.
Yeah.
I love the idea of it just going to the ground.
Fell out,
Yeah. What else?
Right, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. Next.
You've also got,
it's weird, isn't it, Rick, that the stories that we made up are more plausible than the facts that actually
I think we tried too hard. I think we tried to...
That's what he's willing to believe. He's willing to believe that a woman's hair fell out when her husband came out saying, let's get married then. Oh, you old romantic.
Well, yeah, then here's a good one.
Go on then.
Right, in Dubai, this woman went to Dubai for her holiday. And, she was over there, and apparently in the markets...
Bit by spider?
They sell lizards.
Oh, go on.
Right, just like for people to buy. So she buys one, not knowing that you're not really meant to take him out of the country.
Sure.
Puts it in a bag.
Yeah. As you do.
What have you? And then she gets to the airport when she's going home, she's thinking, I can't really leave it in my bag. So she puts it on her head.
On her head?
Wears it as a hat.
She wore the lizard as a hat?
Yeah. People on the plane were just like, yeah, everything's fine, you know, they're doing the cross-checks and that.
Yeah.
Have you got your seatbelt on? Yeah.
There's a woman there with a lizard hat.
Everything's going well. She gets off the plane at Manchester Airport. Lizard sticks its tongue out.
Yeah.
The air hostess says, what are you doing with that? She goes, I've had it.
Lizard said, I just found her in Dubai.
They said, I've had this with me all journey, and they said, well, you shouldn't have done, and they took it off her.
Yeah, I think that is true, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about that?
Yeah, good, yeah. Yeah. That educated me. Right, what, any more?
Well, what's that taught you? That's taught you, you know, be careful when smuggling lizards back as some kind of hat.
Yeah, don't just say, lizard, keep your tongue in, you twat. Not at the customs officer! Yeah.
And, what else have we got?
Anyone didn't quite make it?
Anything to declare? I've got a lizard on my head.
We've got an old saying one, if you want that.
Go on then.
Are these ones, sorry, are these ones that didn't make the list?
These are ones that didn't make it.
Oh, right, okay.
Because I always get more in than I need to, just in case.
Just think if someone's just tuned in now. Is Anders listening?
Well, I'll tell you,
Dickie Anderson.
I've got an email from Richard Anderson, Dickie Anderson.
Go on.
The Dick Machine, which... the big dick, which, now this is interesting. I think we're wearing him down. Ricky, I think your show might be improving.
Go on.
That sense of despair and loneliness I normally feel when listening to your show doesn't seem so bad today.
He's desensitised to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or he's given up.
Him down.
Or he's just given up. Yeah. I mean, you listen to this long enough and your standards will drop.
Let's play a tune. Let's come back with some more Carl's, I don't want to use the word facts.
No, he's got more screen testing now. The camera's ready for you. Yeah. Feeder. Just around Feeder. That's my favourite Feeder track ever. It's bugging me. It's just like, a ride track from about 10 or 15 years ago. So if you know, put me out my misery, email in. It's just like a ride track from about 1990, and I can't. It's just the beginning. Drive me mental.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Yeah, well, half hour to go. You've done your screen test. Yeah. Reluctantly. I think you had such the wrong attitude.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? If I've told you before, if things are meant to be, right, they'll happen. That's how I've got through my life, right? I'm 29 now.
Yeah.
Never
30, ain't you?
Well, yeah, 30, but the camera's still on. Right, so... and everything I've done in my life, I've never sort of planned it. Do you know
Is that how you stormed through your exams?
Well,
your GCSEs?
Look at the school play, doing Little Donkey. I wasn't planning that day to do the drums. It just, on the night, I couldn't help myself.
And you stole the show.
What happened? What do you mean?
When you know, when all the kids were playing Little Donkey, I wasn't meant to be doing my drum set in that track. I was only meant to, I think I was doing the We Three Kings or something. But when they started doing it, the tune, I couldn't help myself with the drumstick, just like tapping away.
Right.
At the drum.
Yeah.
And then when it came on, I was like, oh, and I started doing it, and like the teacher looked over at me, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, but she sort of gave me the nod as if to say, it's alright, carry on, it's sounding good. Then after it, she went, you know, they love that, you can do that again tomorrow night. Yeah. So I got like an extra part in the play and that.
Yeah.
That wasn't
so
planned.
you were doing the drum part to We Three Kings over Little Donkey.
Yeah.
That's weird. That is like Fatboy Slim or something, isn't it, when they mix up?
No.
Or Moby.
Still mashing it up at the age of what, 8?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
And is that when someone was filming it and you could hear your dad on the camcorder going, he looks like a twat?
That's the one, yeah.
Oh.
And that's why I don't want to be on the telly, because I'll always have my dad's sort of echoing voice just saying, he shouldn't be on there, he looks like a, that's it. So that's why I'm a bit sort of nervous about this today.
Really? You think it's sort of quite Freudian in a way, sort of?
Yeah.
You're actually just case Sarah.
Well, plus I haven't got the look. I'm not pretending, right, that I should be on the telly.
What's wrong with your look for VH1?
It's not right. It's not right.
Jono was on VH1.
Was he?
Yes.
So I'm going up against Jono.
No.
So
He's gone now, he's moved on.
yeah, there you go. You see, another one who they gave a chance to,
Yeah.
and then he was like, you know, yeah, I can do that. He's built up, right? They built him up. You can do that as a job, and then they knocked him down, and he probably started eating.
Well, I don't think you can knock Jono down.
He started
Look
eating!
at him now.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh.
so that's what I'm saying. So if it's meant to be, right, whoever's going to watch this tape, you know, thanks for the offer and that, but, you know, time will tell.
Very wise.
So
Yeah.
there you go. And I tell you what, actually,
Go on.
right, it's a bit funny because we're looking on the web in a week at different sayings, and do you know the saying?
A round head does not an MTV presenter
No.
make.
Yeah, no. What's that saying? Spark in the pan or something?
Eh?
Flash in the pan?
Flash in the pan?
Yeah.
You know that saying?
Yeah.
That's a bit like what could happen to me, innit? Do you know what I mean? There I am trying to do my normal job, right? And then you bring me in here on a Saturday, next thing everyone's after me.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work out, and I'm
Yeah.
dropped.
Yeah.
And that saying flash in a pan, do you know how it came about?
No.
Do you know like how years ago they used to dig for gold?
Gold.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And they had like a little pan,
Yeah.
and they'd put the soil in, and they'd rub the soil.
Yeah, and it's shone in the sun.
Now and again it shone in the sun, and they get all excited and were like, oh brilliant, some gold. And then they realised it was just the sun flashing in the pan.
Yeah.
And that's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, that's a bit weird how I saw that saying in the week. Almost
Yeah.
like a little thing saying, don't be getting carried away.
Omen?
So, well, makes you wonder. But anyway.
Not really.
So, tell you things that make you wonder. You saw Darren Brown, what did he do?
Darren Brown, he's extraordinary.
Yeah, I told him about this.
You should. A lot of people don't realise who Darren Brown is, and he's, I think, the best illusionist in the country.
we went to Jonathan Ross's house for his birthday.
I didn't.
No, me and Jane, and we went there, right, and there was lots of people there, and Darren Brown was there, and Jonathan got Darren Brown to do so, and it was incredible. He did all these tricks, right? I mean, incredible. It was just amazing. And he did one with a bloke who was there, a friend of Jonathan's. I think his name was Ray, and he got him to give the pack. He said, count the cards, and he counted out 52 cards. Yeah, he went, think of any card in that pack. He didn't touch it yet. He's counted 52. It was in his hand. He said, think of any card. He said, what was it? He said, 3 of spades, something. He went, find it in the pack. Couldn't find it. He said, count the cards. There was 51. Right, and he couldn't find the card, and he had no idea. And we forgot about it. He went, oh, it's gone wrong, and he forgot about it. And he kept, so he was going, I wonder where that card is, and he kept looking at it. I found out that about a week ago, Ray went into hospital with an appendicitis. Yeah? And the surgeon, so there was something crumpled up, there was a thing, and it was the card. It was the card that was in his thing causing appendicitis. And when he came out of surgery, there was a card from Darren Brown saying, was that your card?
That's amazing, don't you think? I mean, that's like incredible.
Thing and what, and then a crab went, I know what it is. It's a 5 of spades. It's another wind up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not going to believe anything anymore.